It's very old-fashioned. It's an old-fashioned attraction. Kids actually do love it. If you see young boys here watching the trains go round, you see girls running round, enjoying the flowers, enjoying the dolls and they love it. And older people love it as a nostalgic thing. But it will never ever compete with the likes of the Sea Life Centre and modern attractions. But I still think it's got a place. There used to be 70-odd model villages in the country, and I think there are about 14 or 15 now. We had a couple from Wales who came and knocked on the door one day. We weren't open. And they said, "Terribly sorry to trouble you, but we really wanted to come in to take a photograph." And I said, "Why?" They said, "Well, my daughter and her future husband are in the car outside." And I said, "Yes." And I said, "And why did you want to take a photograph?" She said, "Well, when we got engaged in this village centre, and we took a photograph. And they're engaged today. And we want to take a photograph in the same place." Yeah. So in they came, and very happy they took their photograph. And it's just that, yeah, there's lots of people got lots of memories of this place that still come in and talk to me. "Oh, I remember when this was here, or that was here, or it was this, that wasn't as good. I remember it before the trains were in." And you feel that you become a part of that history. Until I came to Portsmouth, I'd never seen a model village, and I'd never been interested, quite honestly, in model villages. A friend of mine, she phoned me and said, "You know, you were fed up with doing nothing." And I said, "Yes." She said, "How about the model village?" I said, "The model village?" She said, "Yes." I said, "How about it?" She said, "Well, they're going to demolish it." Well, I'd bought the kids here when they were young, and I thought, well, that's a shame. So we came and we looked at it. She had a children's day nursery in the city at the time, and she was also getting a little bit fed up with that. And I said, "I'll tell you what, it was in a hell of a state." I said, "Bring the kids from the nursery here and we'll watch them. If they enjoy it as it is, we'll have a go at it." And that's how I'm here. But if somebody wanted to do the same as me, at least they've got the basis. We have turned it from something which was a dying thing into something which is very much a living thing now in the summer. It had been vandalised badly, run down badly in those days, and neglected for a long time. So we're going back to sort of the 80s. It was built in the 50s, opened in 1958, and by the time the 80s had come, it was tired. Whatever the challenge, I like to meet it head on. I mean, if there are problems, as far as I'm concerned, problems are just there to be solved. And one way or another, I'll solve them. And that's my whole motivation. In fact, my family think I'm mad. My son says I'm absolutely mad, because I do enjoy a problem. If I get up in the morning, I've got a problem to solve, well, that's good. If I get up in the morning and there's nothing to solve, well, it's a bit boring, really. I'd rather have a fight on my hands than not. So, you know, whatever happens, I mean, you know, if we've had attempted break-ins, we've had this, that and the other, but it never does anything to my motivation. I think, well, you've tried once, you're not going to get in the same way a second time. Or you've done something today that didn't suit, it's not going to happen again. You know, a lot of people who've had sort of the health problems that I've had wouldn't be here. In 1980 I was crippled with rheumatoid arthritis. Couldn't shave myself. The doctors at QA Hospital told me that I would be in a wheelchair and that I'd never lift anything heavier than a telephone. I said, no way, not going to happen. After that, I got stomach ulcers. I've only got half a stomach. And 4 weeks ago, I had a pacemaker fitted because I collapsed in the village just a month ago. Luckily enough, and it's not very often that it happens, my partner was here, couldn't find me. I'd just gone to check a tap, and she found me on the floor with my head bleeding. 5 stitches in the back of my head and into the hospital. But just par for the course, isn't it? I don't know how anybody retires. I just do not know how somebody can stop living and stop being active and stop having a challenge. I mean, I see retirement as I don't know. I don't like the idea at all. I don't like the idea of stopping. I mean, if you stop, what do you do when you stop? Wait for what? Wait for what? I mean, quite honestly, retirement is just waiting, isn't it? Well, I'm not waiting for the end. I intend to be the oldest man in the world one day, in the Guinness Book of Records, and still active. Still running the model village, please God. Yes, why not?